Good morning, or afternoon, sorry. I'm at the top of Carter Mountain. I just came, well, this is part of the Wildcat range, I believe. I just went over the Wildcat Mountain. It's like a ski hill. So let's recap what I've done. I did 17 miles, I did 18 miles in 17 hours over the presidentials, because of some crazy tropical storm that was supposed to roll in and give us all kinds of rain. Took the day off, went to a hostel, saw my picture from 27 years ago. That's amazing. It was amazing. He said I was the first person to ever come back. But they'd only been at the hostel for 6 years, not 27 years. But the pictures were still there. It's kind of cool. Let's see. Recap. Yeah, I went over Mount Madison in the middle of the night. Oh my God, that was so scary. At one point, I did 0.8. It took me 2 hours to go 0.8. It was so tough hiking. Even now, today, I'm doing 1 mile an hour. So I went up to the Wildcat, and I fell pretty bad. I got a really good strawberry on the side of my butt cheek there, on the side of my leg. And it just, boom, and everybody's telling me, you're going to fall, be careful. And I'm as careful as I possibly could be. And I still just slip out. So right now, I made it to the top of Carter Mountain, went through Wildcat, got through all the presidentials. Carter is not a president. Carter and Hite, these were two hunting buddies. The Wildcats were because there was a lot of bobcats here, and they kind of kept it all secret, this whole area. And, somehow Carter got a few little mountaintops named after him, and Hite only got one. But I just went to Carter. The next one is Hite, but I stay on a ridge a little bit and then I go down to Imp Campsite, and everybody's telling me that it is pretty much a semi-controlled free fall. Like, be prepared to just freak out and fall. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm a little scared about it. I mean, at this point in the stage, if somebody's hyping something up, that's, there's a reason, because it's, we've pretty much tackled and handled everything to this point. You know what I mean? We're all pretty tough cookies out here at this point. It's really quite amazing, actually. I didn't feel sore after 18 hours of hiking, or 17 hours of hiking. I got up the next day and I was all excited and felt good. And then I took a day off, and it was so beautiful last night. The stars were out. I'm like, gosh, why did I take a day off? I would have quite enjoyed hiking yesterday. And it was a beautiful night for camping, but that's just the way it goes. You got to listen to the forecast, especially when you are in a place that says they are the worst weather in America. And everybody's telling me that all hell's going to break loose up there. So pretty much every thru hiker got off the trail. I think. Not everybody, but... and let's see there. In that last picture, I saw my note from the register from 1991. A lot of these AMC huts, I didn't go to them after that first hut. I just, because my dog had passed away and I was under a lot of bizarre stress and whatever. It was a long time ago. Kind of neat, though. And who writes in cursive? I actually wrote in cursive in there. Isn't that funny? So, yeah, right here, I'm at the top of this. This is all casual hiking here. So maybe I can do more than 1 mile an hour if I don't just keep filming, right? So that's my problem now. I can't really get more than 1 mile an hour in this really tough terrain. And I could easily hike faster than 1 mile an hour. But it's just so difficult when you're scrambling with your hands and your knees and your feet and your elbows and grabbing onto rocks and tree roots and trying to pull yourself up or pull your controlled down, It's really tough hiking. I think hopefully Maine won't be quite as tough, but it probably will be. I can't remember. I'm just hoping that I can get more than as 10 hours of hiking is... I got to do more than that. I got to do 12 miles a day. So there's 12 hours. I don't have 12. In another week, I'm going to lose my 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of sunlight, And even that 12 hours of sunlight is 13 hours, I guess, right now, But in another 2 weeks, it'll be 12 hours. We're losing the sun fast. Oh my God, this squirrel came out of a hole and freaked out right next to me. He was like literally like 10 inches away from me, and he jumped and freaked and spun and freaked and then freaked some more and spun around and just took off, got in the tree, and just started yelling at me. Like it's my fault, you know, that he wasn't paying attention. It was really funny. Other than that, you know, there's still a lot of hikers out here. We're all getting there. Wow, there's a lot of hikers out here, really. You know, they said that there's been more southbounders, though. The northbounders just haven't showed up this year, I guess, you know. So I'm, you know, 305 miles away, I think, right now. Or maybe if I cross, maybe tomorrow I cross the 300-mile marker, 300 miles left to Katahdin. Wow. Pretty incredible. All right. Oh, shit, 6 minutes. All right, sorry, rambling on. Bye. Oh, here you go. The top of Mount Height. There's no views. Just picture a whole bunch of mountains out there in the distance. A lot of mountains in the distance, all over. There's the trail. Wait a minute. I came from over there. I came from that way. Isn't that funny? Whatever. There was... Oh boy. Oh yeah, but I'm in the clouds. Alright, bye. Now it's down for my controlled free fall. Yeah, oh no, semi-controlled free fall. I wish I had a rope and harnesses. I'd probably need it later. Morning. Here's the trail. It's day 180 for me. Rain last night. It's kind of breaking up. I think it's trying to. It might not. Really beautiful spot though. Here's where I came from. There's the trail. It's muddy up here. I got that big descent now. The southbounder was coming up and her knees were all bloody and everything. I'm like, uh-oh. And you're going up it. I've got to go down it. It's going to get sketch, I think. Whew. I'm going to get enveloped in another cloud pretty soon here. Watch this. That's going to be cool, actually. Slept last night. It rained. I'm just a couple miles. I'm 23 miles from Maine right now. Massive time of retrospectiveness, right? Thinking about all the places I've come through and went through and done, and wow. Can't believe I've made it this far. Really can't. This is really cool. Yeah, so I think I have 300 miles right now. I gotta be right at that 300-mile marker. You know, within a half a mile. Maine is tough too. Oh, this is so cool. It's closing in. Sun's not quite strong enough yet. Oh, it's just moving it all. That's what the sun's doing. The heat's making it move. Boy, what a crazy journey so far. Like I said, a lot of retrospection. Just thinking about everything that's happened up to this point. Whew. Real thankful and happy for everything. All right, have a wonderful day. All right, well there's the presidential range, and I'm standing on the last of the White Mountains. There's the Maria range right here, the Wildcat Mountains. Out there, wow. I think Mahoosic Notch is out there. I think I'm going that way. Sun's setting. I think that's north, straight north there. So those might be the notches. Mahoosic Range. I'm going to go straight down this way right now. And then back up those hills over there. Nice view though. This is the last of the 4,000 footers in New Hampshire. The trail's 0.1 away. I had to go take a view of this though. So this is like my last big mountain in New Hampshire. How about that, huh? The Maine event about to happen. All the way to Maine. I can't believe it. Alright, later. It's beautiful up here though. This is the rock I'm standing on. Here's a little marker from 1958. Definitely the top of the mountain. And you know, the hiking was climbed. That incline was pretty lived up to its hype. It was pretty dangerous, but not too bad, you know. I've already went through some of the toughest stuff, man. Going over that mountain right there. That one all the way to the right. That's the sky in the middle of the night. That was insane. It truly was. There. So that little mountain peak there, the worst weather in America right there. I got up and over it. And now we have some beautiful weather. Oh, I hope it sticks around. It did pour last night. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's out in the middle of nowhere. My phone doesn't, I have no phone service anymore, so all these videos are coming later than they normally would. But I hope you're all enjoying this. It's so beautiful. Hey, good afternoon. Day 182. If you can see, those are cranberries. There's of course, here we go. Here's one that's close. That's a cranberry. How about that, huh? I've been eating a few of them. I mean, you have to cook them. I'm sure I'm getting some vitamin C from it. Moose prints. So I'm on top of Mount Success, and it's just gorgeous. This is my last mountain of New Hampshire. I am 2 miles from the Maine border. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I just walked the two southbounders and they're just like, we're so glad to be out of Maine. And we're all so happy to get to Maine, but this is when it gets tough. So what's up now is the hardest mile of the trails coming up after the border. It's called the Mahoosic Notch. And holy cow, is it going to be intense. People are saying it took them 3 hours. Years ago with my dog, it took me 6 hours to go 1 mile. Of course, now, as soon as I pull out the phone, it gets difficult. Oh, jeez. There you go. I saved the phone. Yeah, this is some tough hiking up here. If I can try to hold it steadier. Sorry about that. And then you come up to these mud pits. Oh, we're almost to the top of Mount Success here. Here we go. I don't know if there's a sign or a marker. Oh, maybe it's down there. We're not even close to it yet. But this is, oh, look at that. Wow. Yeah, so Maine and New Hampshire, the beauty of it is really incredible. Thought I heard some loons flying over. This one guy was next to a pond and he heard huge splashing and he packed up his tent and just kind of was like, I don't want to get trashed in my tent by some moose in the middle of the night. I had a porcupine last night try to as stealthily as they can because they're like big sloths. And it came and I was throwing sticks at it. I'm like, not tonight, porcupine. And then there was a little mouse that was running around too. It's so funny. They didn't get my food though. Oh, here you go. Here's your alpine bogs with moose tracks in there somewhere. There we go. You gotta watch out that you don't step on one of those and they break, you know. Well, I'm glad I got this on film. This is pretty cool. Yeah, the blueberries are done. Cranberries are a nice treat. Like I said, I think you have to cook them anyway to get all of the nutritional value. But I'm sure I get some vitamin C out of it. What you see up there in the mountains in the distance, that's definitely Maine. Oh, what's this? I already went ankle deep in some mud puddle anyway today. But best not to keep repeating that. There's the summit. There's a sign for the summit right there. I'm gonna get up there this way. All right. There it is. We're at the summit. There's the marker. It's a lucky trail. And there's the Presidentials and the Wildcats. Mount Washington, where I came from. New Hampshire, New Hampshire, New Hampshire. Maine, Maine, Maine. Maine, Maine, Maine. There's the Mahoosic Range right there. There's Maine. You know, I wonder if that couldn't be Mount Katahdin. That's too far away. How weird if it is, huh? I think we're too far away though. I don't think we'd see it, but that one does seem to tower above everything way out there, doesn't it? Oh man, so close to Maine. Have a wonderful day, man. I've made it almost to Maine. Mount Success. How ironic.